Hey there, fellow humans. Today we're diving into a topic that's more common than you might think. Depression masquerading as laziness. Uncover 5 telltale signs that what you're experiencing might be more than just a case of the can't be bothered. Now, before we jump in, let's get one thing straight. Depression isn't a choice, and it's certainly not laziness wearing a fancy hat. It's a real valid mental health condition that affects millions of people worldwide. So, if you've been beating yourself up for being lazy, it's time to cut yourself some slack and consider another possibility. Picture this. You used to love painting, or playing guitar, or whatever it was that made your soul sing. But lately, the mere thought of picking up a brush or strumming a chord feels like you're being asked to climb Mount Everest in flip-flops. This isn't just a case of, meh, I don't feel like it. We're talking about a profound loss of interest in activities that once brought you joy. It's as if someone sneaked into your brain and flipped the pleasure switch to off. Here's the kicker. Laziness is about not wanting to do things that require effort. Depression, on the other hand, zaps your ability to enjoy even the things you love. So if you find yourself unable to summon enthusiasm for your passions, it might be time to consider that depression could be the culprit. Ever feel like you're walking through molasses? Like your body's been replaced with a lead suit? Welcome to the energy-sapping world of depression. This isn't your garden-variety tiredness that a good night's sleep can fix. We're talking bone-deep exhaustion that persists no matter how many Z's you catch. Simple tasks like taking a shower or making a sandwich suddenly feel like Herculean efforts. Here's where it gets tricky. To the outside world, this might look like laziness. But there's a crucial difference. Lazy people have the energy. They just choose not to use it. Depressed people, on the other hand, are running on empty. Their energy tank is bone dry, and no amount of willpower can fill it back up. So, if you're feeling drained 24/7, and the idea of doing anything more strenuous than binge-watching your favorite show makes you want to crawl under a rock, it might be depression, not laziness, that's dragging you down. We all procrastinate sometimes, but when procrastination becomes your default setting and the thought of tackling tasks fills you with overwhelming dread, that's when alarm bells should start ringing. Depression has a nasty habit of magnifying even the smallest tasks into insurmountable obstacles. That pile of laundry might as well be Mount Laundry-est. Those emails you need to answer, they might as well be a doctoral thesis on quantum physics. The result? A vicious cycle of putting things off, feeling guilty about putting things off, and then putting off even more things because you feel so lousy about yourself. It's like being stuck in a never-ending game of emotional whack-a-mole. Remember, lazy people procrastinate because they don't want to exert effort. Depressed people procrastinate because they're overwhelmed by the very idea of effort. If you find yourself trapped in this cycle, it might be time to consider that depression, not laziness, is pulling the strings. Picture your brain as a high-powered computer. Now imagine someone's downloaded a virus that's causing it to run at dial-up speeds. That's what depression can do to your ability to focus and concentrate. You might find yourself reading the same paragraph over and over without absorbing a word. Or maybe you zone out during conversations, only to snap back to reality and realize you haven't heard a thing. It's not that you're not trying. Your brain just refuses to stay on track. This isn't about being too lazy to pay attention. It's about your brain being so preoccupied with the heavy fog of depression that it can't allocate resources to focus on anything else. If you're struggling to concentrate on things that used to be a breeze, it might be depression, not laziness, that's hijacking your cognitive functions. Ah, the inner critic. We all have one. But when depression enters the chat, that inner critic turns into a full-blown orchestra of negativity, playing a constant symphony of self-doubt and self-loathing. You might find yourself thinking things like, I'm so useless, or why can't I just get it together? These thoughts aren't just occasional visitors. They're setting up camp in your brain and throwing a non-stop pity party. Here's the thing. Lazy people might feel a twinge of guilt about their laziness, but they don't usually engage in this kind of relentless self-flagellation. If you're constantly berating yourself for your perceived shortcomings, it's a strong indicator that depression, not laziness, is conducting this unpleasant mental orchestra. Now, let's take a moment to address the elephant in the room. Seeking help. If you've nodded along to any or all of these signs, it might be time to reach out to a mental health professional. Remember, depression is an illness, not a character flaw. You wouldn't try to treat a broken leg on your own, would you? Your mental health deserves the same level of care and attention. But wait, there's more. Sorry, couldn't resist a little infomercial moment there. While professional help is crucial, there are also some things you can do to start pushing back against depression. I know. When you're feeling depressed, exercise is the last thing you want to do. But even a short walk or a few stretches can help boost your mood and energy levels. Depression loves isolation. Don't let it win. Reach out to friends, family, or support groups. Sometimes just knowing you're not alone can make a world of difference. We're talking micro goals here. Make your bed, brush your teeth. Each small accomplishment can help build momentum and boost your self-esteem. Treat yourself with the same kindness you'd show a friend. You're fighting a tough battle. Be gentle with yourself. Depression thrives in chaos. Creating a structured daily routine can help provide a sense of normalcy and purpose. Remember, recognizing the signs of depression is the first step towards reclaiming your life. It's not about being lazy or weak. It's about facing a real, valid health condition head-on. So, the next time you're tempted to label yourself as lazy, take a step back and consider whether depression might be the real culprit. And remember, asking for help isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. You've got this, and you're not alone in this fight. Now, go forth and be kind to yourself. You deserve it.